I was supposed to be on a lot earlier, but I had to freak out because I couldn't find I was like, I haven't gotten anything from my flight. And then I just have been freaking the hell out because I was like, am I not going to Vegas? And then I had this panic that I was going to have to like spend $50,000 to get there, right? So I found my reservation, and why do they make things so difficult? Like, why do you need your itinerary number? Because you misplaced everything else. Can't you not just do what you got to do and look it up on my fucking last name? Like, I don't understand why it makes it so difficult. So I just killed about 45 minutes doing that. So I'm behind schedule. I'm stressed out. Dan's on a walk. Ed is getting ready to get up. So I'm going to start and then check on Ed. It's been a morning. Yesterday was a day. So we started with yesterday and we're transforming it to today. It's already blending. Whose fault is it? Mine. Mine. Mine because I'm not organized. And I thought, God, that's really weird. I haven't gotten anything from my trip. What? Am I going to Vegas? Y'all, Vegas is off. I don't have a flight. We would need to have done a GoFundMe to get me there. Hi, Peter. How are you? Grandpa's sleeping, so I'm hoping I can get a little run in, check on him before Dan gets back. So yeah, it was a shit show this morning. So I can't get my life together. I need an assistant. I need somebody who's going to help, somebody who's going to control things for me because I'm failing at this job. Yeah, I'm failing at housekeeping. I'm failing at yard work. I'm failing at keeping my shit together. I'm failing at paying bills on time. I'm just failing. Yeah, failing in general. So I hope everybody else is having a good day because I'm failing. So, anywho, yeah, no, and I took a 20-minute nap yesterday, and then I was so frustrated with the way the day went. The day was just crazy. Ed was insane and driving me nuts. You know, he doesn't understand. He can't get up and walk, right? He doesn't rationalize, oh, I'm in a wheelchair, you know? But at the end of the day, I was like, do you not see you're in a fucking wheelchair? Do you not see you have a catheter attached to your peen? Why and on earth can we not understand that? You're in a wheelchair. Process. I was ready to kill him. And then my son, you know, got to do your W-2s. He waits for everybody to wipe his ass, and finally he sat down, and then we made mistakes, and then we purchased things we didn't need to purchase, and it took like 5 hours. Yeah, that was it at the end of the night. So by the time the night finally ended, I was so stressed out, I cleaned till about 11 p.m. Yeah, I was stressed. I stressed. So I couldn't fall asleep till about 12, right? So, anyway, I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. And then Dan's like, you gotta record me doing some stuff today. I haven't killed anybody yet. But Ed, I was ready to bonk him on the head. Cue in the trolls. Did you hear that, trolls? I was ready to bonk him on the head. Yeah, clean. And every time I turn around, you know, thank you for telling me, you're welcome. 2 seconds later, I was trying to cook. I was trying to do everything. My Zoomies were like, I was like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Like I would literally turn around and barely get in my kitchen, and I would see him unbuckling and standing up. Oh my God. I know, Drake. Well, somebody said, yeah, so we're getting a gait belt. The gait belt should come, the one that the PT uses, and I'm strapping him to the fucking chair. Where was Dan last night? Home. Yeah, losing my mind. Yeah, it's scary, right? He cannot be left alone, especially in the evening hours, because that's when, you know, he wants to get up. He wants to, you know, go home. You know, he's looking for his keys, his wallet. I need to move. Yeah, no. Oh no, I'm gonna kill him. Yeah. Every time I literally walked, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna bop him on the head. Oh, Danielle, what is your problem? You? You? Because you're being a stubborn ass. That's why. Oh, Drake's back. Yeah, out of fear and worry. So, it is what it is. And, you trying to ingrain it in his head. Dude, you're in a wheelchair. Stephanie's green. Woohoo! She got it back. Pop drop. I know. Well, and then I did do a pop drop. And I said, here, take him. If you want him to see another day, take him. Or, yeah, he forgets. Literally 2 seconds when I started walking away, he was trying to get up again. I was gonna kill him. I was gonna get him. Kill him. Yeah. So life is about to get fucking hard with this fucker. Yeah. So, you don't have a regular time. Walks, I'm trying. Hi, Stormy. So I'm doing the best I can and micromanaging and everything else and trying to get ready for my trip, which I haven't gotten ready for. And he does need a playpen. He does need a playpen. Have no clue. Yeah. So I've seen already a couple comments today. One comment with the PT, he was walking yesterday. People are telling me to leave the PT alone. First of all, he needed my help. I don't know which video you guys are watching, but he couldn't micromanage. Now they're after my house, right? Now they're after my house. Yeah, maybe you should clean your house, declutter it, so he has more room. Shut the fuck up. Your house is dirty. No, it's not dirty. Nope, I clean all fucking day. So, I am not dirty. My house isn't cluttered, trust me. It's got stuff in the way. I can't help that a table and stools are there. You need to leave PT alone. Okay, so when PT says, Danielle, I need your help, I'm supposed to sit down and say no thank you. Use your fucking heads. So, no, you don't leave them alone when they need help. And if you watch the video, you will see he needed my help for the safety of Ed. Think about it, dumbasses. Anyway, so now they're attacking my house. And they listen to the fucking Facebook barrels, you help. I was trying to bake bread. Do you think that my hands were sticky? He's like, can you help me again? Sure. Let me go back, right? Anyhow, so it is crazy. I mean, they want to find everything to bitch about. My house. Well, he needs a clear walkway. Okay, anybody want to come help move my house out of my house? Does anybody want to help me take out my couches, my tables, my chairs, so we can live in a box of nothing? All right. Yes, yellow sonar. You have to. Well, it's not always the Facebookers. The Facebookers are feral, but TikTok's the same thing. Hi, Kirsty. So anyway, yeah, it's hard. And I did end up moving the fucking stools out of the way. Thank you very much, right? When you're in the process of doing work with PT, right, you fix things as you go. Stop being idiots. Good morning, Erica. So, hi, Froggy. Retarded and yeah. And PT needs help once in a while. Especially when you're walking him. The last 2 times he walked, he went further, and he did better. Yeah, so he did better. So I just tried him oh, thanks, Ryan. Anywho, good morning, Kelly. How are you? Anyway, so that's just my life. So I found my flight. So I'm at least safe going. How I get home, who knows? Everybody judges. They think that everybody needs to know. I always try to make everything about them every time. A tremendous laugh. Because that's the way people work. They're stuck in their feels. I'm flying United going and Frontier going back. So who knows if I'm gonna make it. Yeah, well, and Sadie, I read your comment this morning, and I did, because I was like, okay, how close should I be? You know, am I on his ass? And the PT was like, yes, you guys need to just keep it at his age, just in case he falls. So I said, okay. And let me tell you, it was making me nervous when he tried to do it by himself. The first video I got was the first video I posted. And that's why I was like, he couldn't micromanage Ed. He was really wobbly that first time. The next few times, he got much better. So, see. So, what kind of weird jogs in their garage? I guess that's me. What kind of weirdo responds to people on the internet and thinks they're funny by making stupid comments? You know, you. So yes, he looks to me when he's talking to him, right? He's a stranger to him. He doesn't remember. So you got to keep close and reiterate sometimes, because he can't hear the PT. After 3 times of being here, the PT's learning, and he's starting to talk louder, right, for Ed, because he's realizing it doesn't work when you talk low, right? So he's starting to pick up his speech. And then he looks to me for confirmation. So I guess I'm supposed to just hide in a corner and make him nervous. Yeah. People are idiots. What kind of idiot runs in the garage? I guess the same type of idiot is who comments on strange people's lives. Yeah. Yes. So Ed wanting to move and groove is his testament of not only just us, but himself, and his strength is getting back. So finally giving me some love in the form. So not the poo. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go check on him really quick, speaking of, and then I got pee-pee. I had a Red Bull this morning, so I'm dying of exhaustion, which is normal. All right, so on to the next series of issues, right? So in the heap of frustration and stress, because I'm trying to cook and bake and all that stuff, and Ed's trying to run away like an escaped convict, right? I'm like, finally, after I fed him, and then he mellowed out for a little bit, but then, you know, he was still trying to get up at the table. So fast forward to Andrew all of a sudden going, okay, let's do my W-2, I need your help, right? So I was like, Dan, he's been asking Dan to help him for weeks, and Dan's like, oh, not right now, not right now, not right now, right? Not right now. Okay, great. So, well, who does it fall on? Me. Yep, me. So I'm like, all right, just sit down. Well, I'll figure it out. We did it all sorts of wrong, and then anyhow, I think we got it. So, anywho, yeah, the fucking taxes. I heard you had your own fund. So, shit. So, in the midst of all that, you know, Dan comes out. I'm still have to clean up my kitchen, right? Yes, he's the worst. Like, he doesn't help, right? And it's frustrating because I'm yelling, I'm screaming. I'm like, do you want to see your dad alive for the next 24 hours? You better get him, right? Because I'm going to kill him. I'm going to bop him on the head.
And so, it's hard when you're trying to do 50 other things, cook dinner, and nobody's helping you, right? So, anywho, I fed him, and then I was like, he's going to you, because he was still playing with the shenanigans, right? So, fast forward to pop dropping him, and then me still working with Andrew, still not cleaning the kitchen. And then 3 hours later, Dan comes out and says, we need to get my dad ready for bed. Meaning me, right? I marched my happy fucking ass in that room as he was sitting down, and I said, are you kidding me? If we need to get him to bed, you can roll him in the bathroom, start brushing his fucking teeth and doing the nighttime ritual, so that way I can finish helping Andrew and cleaning the kitchen, right? I can't be 5 people at one time. You've got to show some fucking effort if he's tired. You need to help, right? For fuck's sake. So, and I walked out. So then I heard him get up and he wheeled his dad in there and started. I'm like, I've been here with your son for 4 hours, something you could have done in less time, right? Doing everything well. Do something. So then guess what? He didn't even know how to do the calf. He didn't even know how to put up the bed rails or take them down. I'm leaving in 2 days. I'm leaving in 2 days. Bruh, I can't do this catheter. How the hell is it working? I said, oh, it's very simple, Dan, right? It's very simple. So I showed him. He's like, I couldn't do it. I said, well, because your finger is probably on the other side. So then I was like, okay, put the rails down. Well, how do I do it? What? I said, bruh, you're gonna have to do this tomorrow all day. You're gonna have to do this Wednesday all day because I'm leaving. And you have to know how to do this shit, right? You have to know how to, what? Yeah, so it's insane. So I think if I said last night, I was like, because he tried to do the catheter early. He's like, he needs his catheter changed. Do it. And then he came out and I showed him how to do it. So last night he's like, okay, you need to do the cath. I said, no, you need to do the cath. You need to do the cath because I'm gonna be gone. So you do it. He hemmed and hawed and, now I'm coaching him how to do it, right? So I'm like, Lord have mercy. Lord have fucking mercy on my soul. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. So I was dying, you guys, yesterday. I was ready to kill the whole house, including Andrew. Yeah, including Andrew. I'm not going to the cheer choice, no. I'm going, my friends and some new followers are showing up, which are always my friends. So we're just going to have a good time. It's like a meet and greet party, We do it once a year in Vegas. So yeah, so pray for Dan. Yeah, pray for Dan. Because God knows what it's gonna look like. So I talked to my caregiver last night, and I said, okay, girl, I'm gonna need some help because my house is gonna be a shit stop. So she won't be here Thursday. I said, hopefully it won't be too bad Thursday. But Friday and Saturday, when you're here, please clean. Help with some laundry. I'll have the boys bring it down. We'll put it in the wash. Vacuum, mop, wipe down the bathroom. You see how my house is every night you come in? She's like, yeah, please make it that way before you leave. Yeah. So I'm like, I need help. So she's like, I got you. She goes, I was already thinking about it. Like she goes, I always want to offer, but your house is always so clean when I come. So, well, there's going to be a checklist, but mostly Deandre's going to do it. So they're going to have to clean up poop. They're going to have to give Coda her medicine. They're going to have to take in the mail and weed through the mail to throw away all the ads, right? They're going to have to clean up after themselves. You know, even Andrew can't be leaving your shit around. There's nobody up to wipe your asses. Will she clean? No. Are you kidding me? So it'll get done. Like Dan won't have the capacity to do anything above and beyond his dad, right? So he's a hero. He'll tell you that too. Nope, I'll take care of my dad. That's it. Period. Yeah. So guaranteed when I come home, if it wasn't for Atira, my house would probably be 10 times over. Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show, Lisa. It's gonna be literally a shit show. I have a cramp. So I've been working my butt off to try to keep everything done and, you know, organized. So it shouldn't be such a, but I'm clean every day, you guys. I get grossed out with the cath stuff, you know. I'm always wiping it down. You know, the shit that I worry about, nobody else worries about. No, because I'm stressed out about leaving. You know, everybody's like, well, you need to go on more vacations. No, it stresses me out even more to go on more vacations. I can't do that. I'm stressed out, you know? And then when I get home, I have to restart all over again, you know? It's a lot. It's a fucking lot. So, oh, Drake, enough from you already. You're starting to piss me off even more. You know, Ed will be fine, you know? I'm not worried about Ed. I gotta walk. I have the worst cramp. Ed will be fine. I mean, he will survive. I told Dan too, I'm like, you need to go on your trip in 2 weeks. After I get back, 3 weeks, whatever it is. And he's like, well, I don't know if I can go yet. I'm like, I'll be fine. He's like, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the safety of my dad. I said, what? I do everything for him already. I can move him. I can put him to bed. I got it. I don't need help. I do everything mostly without you anyway. So you need to go, and you need to enjoy yourself and get away. Please. 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 Please, you know. I do it anyway. I get him to bed by myself. I sponge bathe him myself. I sit him down by myself. I'm not incompetent. Dan needs my help. So I'm fine. You can go. And Mark can come by a couple of hours and leave me so I can escape for a little bit, but that's it. That's especially, no, I've never worked in the medical field, but you know, you guys know, well, no, he's permanently cath right now. So it's just emptying out the cath. It's emptying out the cath. You need help sometimes. Yes, well, because I'm here for everything. Like, I'm all like thinking to myself too, I'm like, hell, I have to, you know, pay taxes. I have to send, you know, I'm trying to do all this stuff while taking care of Ed 95% by myself and doing everything else. I like literally have run ragged. Literally have run ragged. So I'm working myself to the bone, and that's okay. But sometimes you just need people to stand up to the plate. Anyhow, yes, I saw Francine. Thank you so much, girl. This is not a member life, no. Did I have surgery? I had a procedure, yeah. So, but Bob, could I rest? No. Dan got 3 inoculations the other day, and he didn't help because his arm was hurting and he felt like shit. Yeah. But I had major shit done in my uterus, which is beautiful, by the way. But yeah, so That's just how it is with women, right? The expectation is just implanted already there when we're home. When we're home, if I stop cleaning, would Dan care? No. No. Uh-huh. I'm so sorry, Danielle. I have been critical of you and was so wrong about you. Thank you, Cher. It takes a big person to be able to admit that and see through, because sometimes I think people are so swayed by watching and reading responses, and it's sad because it is what it is, right? Did my period stop? I have no idea yet. Hasn't even been a week. Tomorrow will be a week, right? I'm so glad Dan's family is helping with Ed. So, yeah. Yes. Like this, go ahead, but it's always on my mind. It's on my mind. Yeah. Thank you, Tayden. Tayden? That one made me. I don't know what I'm supposed to. Yes. Just keep it at that. How's the face? Does the face give it away? Yeah. What face do you need? Yeah. Anyhow. Okay. Yeah. Sit back, Jessica, because you're doing it right. So, and I hate that because typically when they come, and if they come, even before the fall, I'm still running around like a chicken with my head cut off. And I always believe, like, if they were doing me a favor and taking away that stress and worry about my father, when I would come over, I'd make sure that they were taken care of. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Danielle, sit back. I got this. No. No. Doesn't. No. Not here. Not over here. No. End of 7-year sabbatical. So anyhow, oh, thank you, Isabel. It's fine. People are hateful, so I'm used to it. Sometimes it just gives it crazy because they're so unhappy with themselves. Okay, so again, people have asked for help. The meal train is up. So if you want to help, I've gotten a couple people already donating for meals for my family while I'm gone. You can definitely contribute. So I'm not going to put it out there, but if you want to help, I've had a couple people already who have volunteered, and I sent it. So so it's there. It's there. So email me, mrsdcellnorcal3@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link. Yeah. I would be able to do what you do. It's not easy. And yesterday I was crazy, right? Vanessa, email me, mrsdcellnorcal3@gmail.com. I mean, I guess I could post the link from now on. I just don't want to post it because I just don't want stupid comments and shit, and so I just figured if you really want to, you can email me and I'll send you the link directly, right? Because it's just easier that way. You can donate a gift card. Andrew can order food. He's a professional food orderer, so he can do all that for them for dinner. And that's what I worry about, right? Because Dan will be eating out. It's just crazy. It's one less thing I have to worry about. Someone pin her email in the chat. The fact that you can walk, well, I have to start running again because I didn't even run 2 miles. So Dan can't cook. Nadia, again, Dan's focus will be Ed, and that's it. So he's not going to be doing what I do, period. He can barely keep up with me on the daily, let alone when I'm gone, and he's got everything else to do. So come on. Yes, Candace, thank you. Yes, and Andrew can order because he's got the DoorDash stuff. He's got everything else, so he can do it all. And it's just, I felt weird. So people just paying for his eating out. Heather. Oh, Heather. There have been people that have reached out to us, just so you know, use your fucking common sense. People have been reaching out to see the ways they can help. What can they purchase for Ed? We have everything. But food helps. You know why? Because it's one less thing we have to worry about in this time of healing and dealing with everything else, right? Common sense. One would think so. Yes. So if people want to contribute to them getting food, that would be greatly appreciated while I'm gone. And even when I'm home, because it takes one more fucking thing off my fucking back. Yeah. Doesn't that seem like common sense to you? Right. It should be. But because you're full of hate, that's what. Yeah. Anyway, Eloise, your gift was so generous, more than you should have done. So thank you for participating. I'm going to send it to Andrew so that way he can deal with dinners. So that should give them like 2 dinners or lunches, right? If they need it. Yes, you don't have to help. That's why I'm not posting it in a grand social media, Heather, or anybody else who's bitching, because I'm reaching out. I'm reaching back out to people because I don't want to make it a big deal. But if people want to reach out, they can email me. Very simple. I'm not saying everybody has to. A little bit goes a long way. Don't you think? I think so. It's whatever you guys want to do. Gift cards, whatever you want. If you want to order us a meal, everybody just sign up, do the thing that you need to do if you want to do it. So just email me. I got a couple of emails already just now. Mrs. D. Sal Norcal 3 at gmail.com. Very simple. Brenda K. Linktree. In every video I post, I tag all of our accounts. Yeah, I tag all of our accounts. So there should never be a question at what account is ours because I tag. Dan only has 1 on TikTok. I have 4. But you got to make sure you have the right ones. You know what else goes a long way? Kindness. Kindness also goes a long way. Yes. One night I said pizza. You know, it said list your favorite foods. We are not hoity-toity people when it comes to food. Sandwiches. I listed some places. Dan loves Dos Coyotes. Chipotle. I'm a fan. They're not so much of a fan. Thai food. You know, everything is pretty moderately priced because it's not like we want steak and lobster. We're very simplistic. Salads. We love salads. That type of stuff. Am I still taking boyfriend applications? Not at this moment. I'm way too full. My plate is too full. And don't worry, you don't have to, I'm not going to hold it against you if you don't help. It's okay. You showing up every day is support enough. But I have had many people want to do extra things. And people keep bugging me. So I am just trying to appease them, and we do it begrudgingly because we don't need it, but it is helpful, right? I even had a hard time getting my Zoomies when they sent me stuff, you know? Former, thank you. I had a hard time doing that because I'm just not one to ask for help, and I don't need it. We can do it, but it made my life so much easier that first week. That first week that he wasn't home, it made my life so much easier, right? Sherry, I'm gonna have to make one because I got that in a boutique and it's not something, so I'm gonna send it to because everybody's been talking about that sweatshirt, so I'm gonna send it to my gal with my merch, so stay tuned for that. So anyhow, that's it. So again, Mrs. D. Sal Norcal 3 at gmail.com. If you want to help, I will forward you the link and you can help any way you can. It doesn't matter. There's no price. If you can do $5, fine. If you can't do anything at all, don't worry about it. It's okay. So yes, you are, Robert. You're still green. So you're still a member. So I appreciate everything. And you know, it does help. You know, we have been wanting to do this just to carry us through the month, just because life is so crazy. And so it helps, right? It helps. It helps me tremendously, even when I'm home, because it's one less thing on my plate. And you guys know that I'm busy, so it does help. I wish I had money for my own fitness gym. I don't really know what kind of question that is or what kind of statement or why you even put that. right? It's just passive aggressive and ugly. You're implying that I have enough money to buy my things. Okay, I'm sorry that I have enough money. I'm sorry I went to school. I'm sorry my husband went to school and made something of themselves. Yeah, you too can buy what you need to do if you do well with your money, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people want to do that and make somebody feel guilty for what they have. Nothing has come easy for us. It's still not coming easy for us. We still have to work our ass off. And anybody who works their ass off can achieve great things. Period. Yeah. Thanks, Danny. Anyhow, hi, Matt. How are you? I'm just done with stupidity and arrogance and ignorance. I hate ignorance. Ignorance is the bane of my existence, and stupidity and thieves. Yeah. So anyhow, people don't see the hard things that people. I'm not looking for, I'm not looking for sympathy, or I'm not looking for people to, lift me up. I lift myself up. I don't need others to lift me up. Sometimes when I'm low, it's nice to have the extra lift, but I can do it myself because I'm self-sufficient. I do this because I want people to feel normal. I want people to feel normal in their lives, that it's not you. I'm struggling day to day with my hardships, right? And every hardship is subjective, right? What your hardships are probably aren't mine, or maybe we cross and contaminate in some ways. But I keep moving, I keep doing it. I may raise my voice, I may get irritated, but I'm still doing my job. I don't just balk out and just throw up my hands and walk away. I do my shit. And I'm just trying to say it's okay. We all have those days that seem more tedious than others. We all have those days when we're just feeling like we can't go on anymore, right? And I share that with you because I know some of you struggle with that shit. I know some of you struggle with the caregiving every day. I do too, right? I do too. I have the worry, I have the stress that I'm gonna turn away for a second and he's gonna stand up, take a step, and be right back on his face. I don't need people telling me that in comments. Oh, it's gonna happen again. They should have had a caregiver the whole time. No, here's the thing. No. And people think, and they're so ignorant to think that it wouldn't happen with somebody else. When they took a big ass fall over a year and a half ago, Dan was with him. I'm sure a caregiver would have been much better, an aide, than Dan. Shit happens, right? Shit happens. It's normal for them to fall. It's normal for you to miss it. It's normal for you not to be there every second, just like when your kid falls and skins their knee or cracks their head open, right? You can't be there every second. You do the best you can. Some of my care for my stepdad. It's hard, right? And you see how difficult and some of the things that it wears on people, especially when you're alone. And so many women are out there by themselves. So many men are out there by themselves taking care of their wives and their, women with their husbands. And I couldn't do this alone. I'd go batty enough as it is. I couldn't do it alone. They get more of a crown than I get. And they should get it because this is a two-person job. I mean, 95% of the chance, it's me, but you know what I'm saying? It's hard. Y'all need to be nice to the fucking caregivers. It's difficult. People have to be in your position with their ignorance. No, and you don't have to be knowing. You just have to have a fucking kind heart, right? To just empathize with somebody when they're venting or they're explaining how difficult, their day was. It's plain and simple. It's called empathy. Kindness, Kindness goes a long way. People fall in the hospital all the time, exactly. And just the ugliness and the ignorance behind those comments just drive me fucking, I just want to hit my head against the wall several times thinking, are people this stupid? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. He should be in a rehab center. Oh, okay. Okay, because that's better. You know how many falls they have in a rehab center? You know what they do to keep them safe? Y'all stupid with that comment. And she's eating garbage snacks. It's hard. And it's not easy. No. So yeah, they have to step out of the room. I mean, it's easy. It happened the first night with Atria. She's a CNA, right? She stepped out to go get Ed a water, and he was on the floor as she was coming in, because he slipped off the bed. That was when we had the shorter rails. It happens. It happens. Was I mad at her? No. You know why? Because it happens. So, yeah, 90% of them are bedridden. Yeah. I had to hurry in and help him up if they saw because he was afraid they make him stay. I mean, how my father heard they go downhill in facilities. And could you imagine Ed in another facility? I mean, he was not doing well in the hospital. You saw that. He was not doing well. Here's Tammy. You need to go off this platform and quit making money off of him and put him in a memory care because it's gotten to be to the point where people are trying to criticize. And you know this by going on this. Tammy, go to school, relearn how to write a coherent sentence and make sense, right? Again, it shows your ignorance. If you've listened at all, this is the information I'm talking about. Ignorance, Tammy. Ignorance. So you want me to pretty much send Ed to a facility and kill him, right? Because he would die. He's home with his family, which is where he's going to heal, if he's going to heal. Don't be an idiot. Memory care is not for Ed. That would kill him. So let me stop getting off of here so I don't make any more money to help support him and be home with him, which helps support him and send him to a memory care facility. Sounds about right. Sounds smart. Sounds smart. He was gonna die if he went to another. There was no way he was gonna make it. There was no way if we sent him to a rehab center, like all you smart brainiacs are suggesting, right after the hospital, he wouldn't be as far as he is today. And it's sad that you guys can't see that because you're closed-minded individuals who have no empathy in your heart or kindness, period. So yeah, and he drives me nuts. And the more you are ignorant, Tammy. Oh, Tammy's back. No, I'm not ignorant at all. In fact, I have a lot more experience than you when it comes to Alzheimer's, Asperger's, oh, good. Okay. Because you have to realize, oh, yeah, bye. Bye, Tammy. Thanks for being clueless and getting rid of you. Because it's really ridiculous when people come back and fight you on these things, you know, that, oh, they're a professional. If you were a professional, you would know better. If you were a professional, you would actually appreciate what we're doing instead of sticking him in a rehab center where they drug him and lock him up. You would appreciate the effort we are doing and sacrificing for him, right? Even if it takes apps to make money to help support us so we can be home with him, you would appreciate that. But because you're a cold-hearted, you know what, you don't see it because you see your own miserableness. Professional or not, go stick it where the sun don't shine. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Because I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Yes, he would be horrible. He would be horrible. And he is thriving because of us. It is a fucking hard job. And if I could be cold-hearted just like half these people here, I would put him in a home and watch him die. So as many times as I sit here and want to, you know, when I talk about bopping him on the head and, you know, strangling him when he's getting up 50 fucking thousand times, it's frustrating, right? But it wouldn't happen any other way. Because if he was in a home, he wouldn't even have that ability to get up because he'd be drugged and drooling and locked up because Ed doesn't sit still. So when he is doing this, that means he's doing good because he's starting to get his stubbornness back. He's starting to feel better. And so when it gets harder on us, that means he's making miraculous change, right? Which is a pain in the fucking ass because he's a pain in the ass. End of story. Complain about that, trolls. My grandma was tied to a wheelchair. Yeah, I know. How horrible is that? You know, could you imagine Ed tied, drugged up, drooling? I mean, that would be the god-awful worst thing I would have ever seen. Okay, hold on. Let me go check on him really quick. Speaking of Ed, let me go check on him. Still breathing. Still sleeping. Still doing good. Gotta check it on every so often. How awesome would it be if we could turn on cameras to the people who are making the judgments? That would be fucking amazing. God, I would eat that up. I would thrive off of it. I would gargle it up, spit it out, and laugh, and probably need the Heimlich. I sure would. Again, what I said is I'm not perfect, nor do I ever claim to be. I lost my shit yesterday many times. But if you don't lose your shit, you know, the people who like to say, oh, I would never, bullshit. Y'all fucking liars. Because we're all human. We all overreact. We all have emotions. And we all are gonna get heated and pissed off and irritated. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, every situation. This woman is such a joy. Yes, I am. Compared to you, somebody who comes on somebody's channel and bitches at them. Woo! You're a winner. God, how do people not see that you're a winner? You're just showcasing your ignorance for everybody. Yep. Woo! Your grandmother was abused in the nursing home and had bed sores. God. And that's the problem. You know, we still have to watch out for those things. You know, we still have to watch out for those things. You know, when he's spending more time on his bottom, right? So it is important to watch that shit. Nice language, speaking of ignorance. You're fucking right, Debbie. Nice fucking comment. Hope you have a fucking great day. Yeah, Dan is walking. God. Look at Carbones. Arguing with TikTok comments. Yeah, arguing with idiots. It's great. It's a big stress relief. So thank you for providing me with some content. Yeah. Anyhow. Bye, Debbie. Have a fucking great day. May God treat you with blessings and love. Buddha, Gandhi, whoever you pray to or look up to. Don't let him hit you with the gourd load, split you. All that money Danielle gets in donations doesn't change the fact with 3 grown men. House arrest. Pretty much, Sherry. House arrest. That's funny. So, everybody who's going, this is not a fucking airport. You do not need to announce your departures. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to fret. And I'm not going to worry. Because for every idiot that leaves, I gain 3 more empathetic, kind people who understand my journey. Because they're in the same one. Let me remind you of that. Which is connect to our phone. We'll give you. Yes, so Pab, we have a camera right now. And so we put it on him. Dan has the app. We just have to figure out how to download the app for other people. So thank you guys for all the support. God, those idiots just piss me off. Some of them just don't care because it's not their loved one. They probably wouldn't even care if it's their loved one. You know, here's the thing. When I look at people who are miserable, the naysayers that comment and, you know, are assholes, you know, I look at them and I think, these people who respond to strangers for their own benefit, to try to lift them up or make them feel better about themselves, there is no way they would be caring enough to take care of their loved ones. Because if they were, they wouldn't take the time to waste daily on social media telling everybody what they're doing wrong, what a piece of shit they are, and how they're doing everything wrong, right? No, Janie, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest. They are better at home, as long as you can do it. Now, Native Girl, I do not want, they lost his hearing aids, I bet. The hearing aids are expensive. I would, you know, some people can't do it. And I don't begrudge the people who can't do it. This is a fucking tough journey. And you're in it or you're not. Not everybody is required to do this. You do it because you have sympathy, you have empathy, and you want to give them the rest of their lives as best as you can. And at that point, the minute that you can't keep them safe and happy, then it's time to make some choices, right? Ed wants to be with his family. And he wants to take his last breath with his family. He wanted his family to take care of him. And we're trying to do that for him. Is it easy? No. Am I frustrated? Yes. Do I lose my shit? Absolutely. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it at all. I mean, well, she had cancer. I sort of what was going on. I know, because that's what we do. You know, that's what we do. He is very lucky to have us. He's very lucky. And he tells us 20 times a day. Yeah, it's a hard one. Calls are also were portable when they have it inside the hospital. Cheat a little. Yeah. Yeah, I would cheat too. But I'm doing it every day. I'm doing it. And even in the throes of my frustration with him, his and his son, I'm still doing it, right? But now he's in a wheelchair. I need to get more, used to pop dropping, Here he is. Enjoy. Pop drop. Tag, you're it. Yeah. And I'm not one to hide my emotions. You guys see, I wear everything out on my sleeve. That's just my personality. I've always been that way, and I don't see what the big deal is. I never criticize people for their personalities, unless they are closed-minded individuals who are hateful and miserable. Then I do. Being in his wheelchair annoys the trolls. I think it's great. I think it's great right now. It helps me tremendously. Heidi Jones, how did you get so many subscribers? How do you think? Was it necessary to ask that question? Was it necessary? If you can see my followers, why would you have to ask that? Again, huh? So, it's hard, Savannah. It doesn't matter what you are lucky to have him. Am I lucky to have him? I mean, I guess in some ways, yes, I'm lucky that he has helped me with certain things, but I think he's more lucky to have me. I would say that. And I'm gonna just say that with utmost certainty. Just like I'm telling you, my husband is lucky to have me. Period. Yeah, just saying. So, I wouldn't say that. Okay, you don't have to say that, but I did, because I'm talking about my life, not yours. So I'm gonna say how I feel, because it's about me, not you. How do you know what I'm feeling? How do you know what I do, Kit Kat? You don't. So focus on yourself and your own ugly. There you have it. I know my worth. Yeah. And the whole family is lucky to have me. You're absolutely right. Oh, Tam, I love that. My grandfather was held, his kids, other than my mom, everybody was there holding his hand when he passed too. I wish I was there. I would have totally done that. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. My whole family is lucky to have me, even my kids. Yep. The full moon's coming. Does that mean the werewolves are coming out? Girl, they're already out. These werewolves do not retreat just for the full moon. We got plenty out today. He has a new girl. He woke up. I don't know what you're talking about. Bright smile. Yeah, who has a new girl? Ed, in his dreams he does. Yeah, I'm not, I used to be afraid to say stuff like that, to own my shit, to say, you know what, everybody's lucky to have me. Am I lucky to have them? In certain ways, absolutely. But I think they're luckier to have me. End of story. Toot toot, motherfuckers. Toot toot. So I've told those kids, do not put them in a home. I was to take care of them, so I've been watching y'all for a while. Oh, John, good luck. It's a journey for sure. Start stretching, start freeing the mind, start, getting things healthy. You gotta start eating right, because you need stamina, you need grace, you need the willingness to continue to move on. I know what Ed is doing well. He's doing well. I mean, he really is, he's a trooper, and I love it, but I hate it at the same time. I love it, and I hate it at the same time. He still makes me cry when he has successes, but then, like, 2 seconds later, I want to bop him on the head. And it's okay, right? because he's frustrated. You know, why can't he realize he's in a fucking wheelchair? Now, don't tell me because he has dementia. I understand that. But still, you can look at your surroundings. He sees food, he knows to eat it, right? He sees a wheelchair, he should know something's not right. He sees a catheter attached to his peen, but it doesn't register. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Both of my parents had double knee. Oh, shit. And I'm a long haul truck driver. I had to take off. Oh, yeah. You had both at the same time? Bruh. Wow. That's all I'm going to say. Wow. We have doorbell rings when she gets up. Yeah, I have, you guys, I have all this stuff. I have all this stuff. I have the bed alarm for when he starts getting more feisty at night. We have a video camera that we move him if we can't be around him all the time. We have all those things, you guys. Now we have all those things. We didn't need those things before, right? But now that things have taken a turn, we need those things now. Only one one is enough. Do you think it's because no, I don't think he's a foot doctor. It was funny. It always reminds me of the scene in The Hangover. I'm a doctor. Can I take a look at that charts? And he's like, Stu, you're a dentist. And so I always think of the same thing about that. And I always think, he's a podiatrist, right? He studied feet, and much differently back then than they do now. I mean, they actually have to go to medical school for that. Back then, it was just like chiropractic school, it's just for the foot. So I always giggle when people, so he would always tell Dan all the time, I'm a doctor, I know. I would always laugh. Of the feet. Of the feet. No, Francine, I literally we bought three sheets. I think that's enough. 3 sheets. So I'm good with sheets. And that's why Dan's like, well, you can help us out by sweats and bed sheets. We don't need any more bed sheets. Please don't. I don't have places for them. 3's enough. He said, things for him to sit on. Don't need that either. I already got something for the bed. At crate, we're fine. Got one for the wheelchair. It's fine. We don't need anything more. Why? Why do I need 5,000 of the same thing? So anyhow, food. If you want to send me anything, food. Gift cards for food, because ultimately that helps tremendously. So again, Mrs. D-Cell NorCal, hi, Janet, love you, bye. Mrs. D-Cell NorCal3@gmail.com. For gift certificates, I'll send you the link. You can do anything else that you need. That would help us the most. Me. And Andrew, when I'm gone. I don't really need anything else. We don't need socks, we don't need, but foot doctor is important. It is important. Yeah, but you miss a lot of the other training from, the foot up. So, Ed hardly eats. Sly, you make a blanket statement like that, and it's completely ignorant. Ed hardly eats. Okay, that's why his clothes don't fit him, right? So I didn't know that if you don't eat, you gain weight. Sly has just informed us of that. He must be a doctor or something, right? He must be a doctor, because he knows if you barely eat, he barely eats. So Sly also must be in my house every day to see the consumption of Ed's food. Seems smart. Yeah. Again, noggin. Use it. It's there for a reason. We have it. You know what I mean? Remember, tapping is clapping. TikTok. Keep tapping, tapping, tapping. Eat lots of foods. He is. He's eating. Yeah. He's not up to 100% to where he was before this surgery, but he is eating. Yeah. Tells me I don't need any more. And as he opens up, I give him a cookie. He's like, oh, a cookie. He chews. Yeah, he chews. I've been chopping up his pills only because it makes my life easier. I put it in a little probiotic juice thing. Not juice, but a smoothie thing. Nokas. I got them at Costco. They have vitamins in it, probiotics and everything. So me. I bought him Poppy, this mean old fucking hag. Bought him Poppy, which is also a prebiotic for his belly. Bought him those Nokas. They're horrible, but they're healthy. So I have been mashing up his pills because sometimes as he gets more tired, the cognition goes down for him. So he starts eating his pills. So we're not gonna have that. So I squirt, I mix, I cut, and then I, put it in his mouth, and he eats it like a champ. So his fish oil he can't chew, but he'll swallow that. And if he chews it, well, fuck. That's all I gotta say. How long will he need the cat? Good question, Nancy. Good question. Yeah. Bridget, they're worth my emotion, and they're absolutely worth my time and attention. Absolutely. Because if I can enlighten them on their stupid ways, then I've done a good job, right? And my boundaries that I have learned in the last 3 years is to not allow people to walk all over me. And if they think they can say anything to me, I will retort back and show them what idiots they are. Most worth my time. And it makes me feel good. It does. Because you know why? I get so many, his inheritance will give you a lot more money later. No, it will not. It will not. I don't know how you figure that. I mean, again, that's ignorance, once again, for thinking you know something you have no idea about. So get over yourself. There's 7 people in the family, and we are using his money for care right now. $20,000 a month. It goes quick. So it goes quick. So I'm glad you know his finances over what we know and what we're spending. Yeah, sounds like a winner. Again, ignorance. The things of his to keep before packing me up so the rest of his family can go through it for themselves. It's so sad, Z. It's so sad. Does he pull the calf out? What's bugging him now is when he sees the cord, down towards his foot, he tries to do. Dago, I remember your comment. I leave Thursday morning. So I'll be on probably really quick for a quick run before I leave. Anyhow, people are really ignorant, They have to lash out because they think I'm doing this from some great reward of money. If we keep going at this rate, he probably won't have $1 left. I mean, seriously. Like, people don't understand that when you don't have a lot of money to begin with, you need millions of dollars to have something to give back to the family. So what people don't realize is when they get this later stage of life, things are going to change and things go quickly. Finances go quick when you're needing care. So it just shows how ignorant people are. Again, lack of using the noggin, just being bitter and ugly. That's what people want to be. And that's fine. I'll be bitter and ugly back. But at least mine will be factual. I'm selling merch, for God's sakes. Yes, I am. Ask me how much money I made from my merch so far. Zero money for merch. You know why? Because it costs money to build a website. It costs money to maintain the website, right? And it costs money for fees to be taxed appropriately. Zero. So am I making money right now? Nope. I'm actually losing money. So what does it matter to you? You guys act like, what I'm doing is making billions of dollars. What I'm doing is for fun. It's for things for you guys. And if I can make a little spare change on the side, great. But I'm not making anything right now. Nothing. So I shouldn't have to explain myself. I just checked on him. Can you go check on him again?
Where is he?
Where do you think? In bed.
Or at the table?
He's in bed.
All right. Why are you so angry?
What do you mean, where is he? On the moon.
Are you on live?
YouTube. My computer's gonna die. So if it just goes blank, it's because my battery died. I forgot to charge it. Thanks, Kai. We're doing good. Yeah, I work really hard for not a lot, right? I work hard on this. Really, the only
She
thing
works hard for the money.
Okay, don't.
Sorry.
Go away.
So hard for her
So,
money.
You know, remember, my husband stopped working in law, right? That's where we made money. We don't make it anymore. We sell our souls to the devils, social media, to help support us now. And it's not easy because I have to put up with lots of idiots and stupid people.
I ain't selling my soul to anybody. I'm getting a golden ticket.
Get the fuck out of here.
Upstairs.
Go do your job.
Upstairs.
Change his cat. Get used to it. You're going to be alone, buddy. Learn how to move up that rail. Get going. Chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
Yes, you are rude, ad 1430. Here you are coming on my page telling me I'm rude. Who is the rude one? It's you, my friend. It's you. Dan is helpless. Yeah. He looked at me. He wanted to say something. He wanted to be an asshole, but he couldn't because everybody would hear him. I have no clue. Yeah, I'm making money. They say I'm making money off of Grab. How the, yeah. Who the hell, does Ed give me anything? No. And I'm actually, for once in a long time, contributing by my videos, right? And doing things. I'm doing it. This is not easy work. You know, people think social media is so easy. It's not. I know, as they're horrible. This is my backup, Andrea, because, you know, all the lovely people out there like to, you know, take me down. I'm in the mood, hot dog. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. People want to fight. I'm ready to rumble. I'm on my way to Vegas in 2 days. I am excited. I am ready to, I mean, no, you are. How do you not see that? It's you that's mean, right? How do you think you can come on here and start attacking me when actually I'm minding my own business until your ignorance shows up? Plain and simple. Let's go. I found like 20. I know. There's more than 20. Why do you pretend that you are nice to Ed on videos? Why do you pretend that you're trying to be a decent human, Jim? Right? Because you're showing I'm sure your family and your wife would be proud that you're doing this. Maybe we should take a picture for Jim and find his family and show him what he does to people on social media, especially women. Right? I think that would be fun to do. I think it would be fun to take pictures of everybody, get their IP address, get their information like they do for me, and then send their family little clips of what their loved ones are doing to women. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Or post it on their company website. And, you know, some prominent, you know, businessman. Oh, look at big old Jim here. Isn't he a great dude? Yeah. It would be a fucking fun thing. Instead of doing catfishing with that guy, we should do troll fishing. You know, let's check out who these people are and let's go check them down and ask if they feel like decent humans. Let's ask their family if they are good, right? Did you anticipate your father doing this? How do you feel about your husband saying this to women? Yeah. Do you like this? Is this normal behavior? That would be some fun shit. Yeah. Thanks, user, I will. Wouldn't that be cool? Bravo. MTV, reach out to me. We have a great opportunity here. We need to plug this. We need to do this and make idiots out of people because it would be great. And now I get this from my friend Kenna, who goes on Facebook and does the same thing. She hates the way people attack me, right? So what she does is she goes to their website or she goes to their faces. She does this, you know, she looks at their accounts and then posts the picture underneath their comment and says, well, Jim, how would your realtors, how would your customers feel about you coming on to a hardworking woman's website and telling them how bad she is? How would your company feel that this is the individual you really are? How would your church feel? How would your church feel knowing that you show up every Sunday with your family and fake your image to pretend that you are a good human, but yet what are you doing behind the scenes? God, that would be great. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, that would be so fun. Kenna cracks me up when she does that. Every woman who Every woman who criticizes me and my look or my hair or my lips or my nose, she screenshots their pictures and puts it underneath their reaction and says, "Really, honey?" Now, Betsy, should we even begin to criticize Danielle and her lips or her face? Girl, I think we need to take a better look. It cracks me up. It cracks me up. Also, did you treat your mom like this bad, sir? Well, sir, Robin Toy, my mom's dead. So I wish I could treat her bad, yes. Because I would give anything for her to be here so I could treat her bad and yell at her one more time. Right? I mean, I lost my mom. Did I get mad at her? Abso-fucking-lutely. Did I yell at her when she was pissing me off? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I would give one more minute to just yell at her and tell her how I really feel. Yeah. A lot, Angelica. Hi, Jihad. How are you? Yeah, they're and some of these people really have some nerve. You know, if you really go and look at their faces, some of these people really have some nerve, right? Like, honey, did you, and I hate to be this person, but they bring it out in me. Because I would leave them alone. I would leave them alone, right? But they bring that ugliness out in me. But let me tell you, some of these women on Facebook, let me tell you, they have the nerve. Because when I look at their faces, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you, Betsy. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yes, it's kind of like they need to self-reflect. They need to look in the mirror, number one. Then hopefully they can self-reflect on that and then get their glasses. Am I still with Dan? Maybe not today. He's driving me nuts. Oh, no, who's disrupting my marriage? Shit. If anybody's disrupting my marriage, it's Dan himself. It's Dan himself. There's nobody on this fucking app that could disrupt my marriage. Unless like Orlando Bloom came by or Ryan Reynolds, fell in love, or who else do we have in there? Somebody who's yummy tummy, and had, could just whisk me away and, treat me right, then maybe there would be an issue. But until then, these fuckers on here don't. No, they can't disrupt my marriage. It's already disrupted. Channing Tatum or Jihad. or Jihad. Yeah, I mean, or Jihad Smith. Yes. And Guaco. I think Guaco would take a night with me or two. Where's Big Dog? Big Dog always wants to come in my box. So how long have Dan and I been married? It'll be 28 years. 28 years. 28 years in July. Fuck. I mean, it's a long fucking time. He has taken my life. He's taken my youth. He's taken my soul. Fucker. Oh my God. Lisa. Oh, Lisa. Oh, look at her. She's passive aggressive. Lisa Krivenik, Crevo Chris, Crevonis, Crevicus, whatever your name is, Lisa. You're doing the same thing to them that they are doing. What's the difference? I don't get it. Here's the difference, Crevice. Lisa Crevice. Here's the difference. Let me tell you. The difference is I don't go search out people to bag on, right? That's the difference. I don't bag on people and look for people to bitch and complain to. Crevice. That's the Mrs. Kravitz, whatever. That's the difference. The difference is that I don't search them out, right? Because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take the time to do it. But when they come on here to take their time out of their day and their life to bitch at people, you bet your fucking big ass that I'm going to respond back to them. Just like you. To prove a point. That you're just here being ugly just like they are. And I'm not going to allow you to think you are smarter or outwittier than me. Because that's not going to happen. It goes both ways, honey. Just remember that, Miss Crevice. Anything else you want to say before you leave? Girl, because I'm all fired up for you. I can respond and I can tell you how it is. But if you can't see that difference, you are one of them and you are no different. So you will get it back, because I have boundaries and I don't let women or men think they have some power over me by their ugliness. Plain and simple. Is 6 inches big enough? I'd prefer 0 inches. I prefer 0 inches, because I got shit going on in my vagina that I don't need to be talking about on an open forum. But that's okay, I do anyway. No, she's out of commission for a minute. Yeah, she had some work done. No, she didn't have labiaplasty or anything like that, but she had some fibroids that they needed some assistance and an IUD to help with the bleeding. Yeah, because I literally bleed all day long, every day. And so I'm tired of that, and so is my poor husband. So I'm trying to help him by helping me. And in order to help me and him, I got to help me first, and then hopefully give him some pleasure, because I don't know why I'm breaking my back to try to find him pleasure. You know what I mean? Is Mrs. Kravitz here still, or is she gone? Yeah, I'm bleeding. Like, and it's worse. Oh, here's Mrs. Kravitz. I thought you were educated. Come on, you can do better. I see you got your PhD in trollology, girl. Yeah, keep on trolling. I bet your kids would be proud of you, unless you raised them the same way you were acting. That's a winner. A winner family, Mrs. Kravitz. Yeah, Mrs. Kravitz. Do I hold any power over you with my handsomeness? You do, Jihad. You're my number one. Don't tell anybody else. Don't tell Big Dog, because he likes my box. My girlfriend had to have that. Sometimes people do. I mean, I had a friend who, the AD guy. I don't know if I saw that. Did I try? Have I tried? Let me tell you something. I've stopped. I haven't done my vibration plate in a long time. And I started leaking yesterday. So, hey, the minute you stop using it, you lose it. So you guys, I have to really try Danny, to do that, because like, I haven't been on that thing because I can't. It squeaks and it irritates the shit out of me. I train every day. Yeah. You stick up for you. Yeah, I stick up for myself. Who else is going to stick up for me if I don't do it for myself? And I finally love it. I have a voice. My Shiro. I am a Shiro. Advice on learning to run. Start slow. Don't think you can do it. I would just run, walk. I would give yourself intervals, and that's how I would do it. Yes, Brenda, I'm going to tell you a secret. People do. People work out with me while I come on because it motivates them. Crevice is still here? Of course she is. I can't see the difference because if you do it, I do it. How are we different? Because you did it first. Dum-dum. Noggin. You have to use your head in order to talk smart or write smartly, honey. You have to be able to communicate effectively, right? To understand things and to make it make sense to you. So why does it make you different? Because